Hey guys, Jeffries here, and welcome back to Cities in Motion 2. Last episode we built this vast metro line with 3 interchange stations, loads of intermediate stations, loads of potential. What we're now going to do is map out the lines. However, I'm going to break tradition slightly. Normally I would call these lines after shades of, in this case, green. And I am still going to do that with some lines. However, for the rest of the lines, if I can get a colour chart up, just in case I do get them all done today. No, that's a rubbish one. That's a even worse one. That's what I wanted. Right. For some of them, I'm going to keep with the tradition, but for some of them, I'm going to break tradition. That really made no sense. I'm going to keep with tradition first, though. We're going to have the... I can't see any of those. Let's just have the emerald... Oops. Line. Right, timetabling. We're going to timetable it the same as the monorail. In fact, let's do this first. Custom sized. We're going to get rid of that power car. We're going to have 3 passenger cars and 2 power cars. And you'll see why in a second. Evening rush. Copy. Custom. Get rid of that one. Add that one. Weekend. Copy. Custom. Get rid of that one. Add that one. Night. Copy. Custom. Get rid of that one. Add that one. I think that's all of them. Right. Now we're going to map this one out. Let's go clockwise first. So we're going to go depot, and then we're going to go to this stop here. Then we're going to leave the hub. We're going to stop here. And here. And here. Interchange, we're going to go on the outside line. And then we're going to stop here. Here. And here. Interchange, going to go on the outside line. Here. There. There. And there. I think it's the only gap between 2 interchanges where we've actually got 4 stations and not 3. But here is the interchange, so we go on the outside line. And then we're going to go on here, and then back to the hub via this platform, and then back to the depot. So that's the first metro line built. We're now going to have a second metro line, which is going to go the opposite way. And this is going to be... It would help if I could get a proper colour chart with different shades of green. Almost called it the grass line then, but that sounds awful. What's this one? Aha! That's the one I wanted. Okay, let's call this one the... I think Jade is probably going to be the best option. Jade line. And again, this time we're going to timetable it the same as Metro Line 1. So all the train sizes should be the same as well. Like so. And then this one is going to run anti-clockwise. So depot, this stop here, and then around this way. See people starting to wait at all of these stations too, which is good to see. Down here, Along this way, interchange again on the outside. And then up this side along the north edge. Another interchange outside. Round these final couple of corners. Last stop here. And then, yep, back to hub via, back to depot via that stop there. I think we just about missed departure, but we've got this train running, so might as well follow it round and see how well we do. Let's get a glimpse of what we're travelling under as well. Big, extensive loop of the city. It's pretty cool to see. I like the way as well that when it's not... Oh, we did get it in time, that's cool. When it's not stopping at these platforms, it runs through the middle platform. I think that's pretty cool to see as well. Okay, we're off. We are off and running. Let's rotate the camera so we're pointing north. So that's a new little pet peeve that I've developed for some strange reason. Move the cursor out the way as well. Let's see this train go around. So we've got 2 passengers waiting here. I like how long these platforms are as well. It means you can run longer trains. We'll see in a second when I map out the other 2 express lines how I design those trains, because they're not going to be long, they're going to be short trains, because they are just designed to get people around the city as quick as possible. There's only 3 stops en route around the loop. These trains are longer because there's more stops, so there'll be more people. Because they're going slower as well, you kind of want higher capacity for slower vehicles, so they can carry the same amount of people, even if it takes a little bit longer. In fact, I don't want that to be right at all. They carry more people, even though it takes longer. That's what I meant to say. So overall, throughout a day, they should carry the same amount of people. That's better. That's what I meant. I know what I meant deep down inside. Right, so we've got 13 passengers on board now. Let's speed up time a tiny little bit. There we go. Cruising along. First interchange. Dropped off a few, picked up a few. Under the tram as well, that's quite cool. Entirely accidental, but good in the end. I like how this metro line's turned out. The stations are pretty evenly spread, including the number of stations between interchanges as well. I think that's pretty cool. Roughly between 2 and 4, so 3 on average, which is fantastic. Got some good interchanges with the monorail system there as well, which is also good to see. I can see a lot of people transferring between those 2 forms. Then we meet up with the other train here, so this is roughly the halfway point. Again, passengers travelling in both directions, good to see. Picking up more passengers here. We haven't reached capacity yet. Capacity is 75. We might not hit that for a couple of days yet, but you know, when we do hit that target, it'll be very, very good to see. Very good to see indeed. Right, we just met another train there going around the loop. We're going to end up having to buy more trains, I can see it now. Oh, my favourite station, the one on the bend. There you go, we're at 57 passengers now, so it's definitely starting to pick up. Going to this interchange. There's quite a few people waiting here as well, although quite a few got off, because I think the monorail's a quicker route back to the hub. But we have these stops here to pick up more passengers. We have another interchange with the monorail coming up, do we not? Maybe we don't actually. Interchange here with the bus though. So that's probably going to make the bus line more popular in general. And then finally we come out here, back to the hub, drop passengers off, and then go via the express platforms, round this loop, back to the depot. And then the other line is obviously the same, but mirrored. Well, not... do I mean mirrored? Reversed. You know what I mean. Okay, so that's fantastic. Fantastically good. Now we're going to map out the express lines. So let's put this back into slow time. Now this is where I'm going to break tradition, because this line is going to be called North Loop Clockwise. We're going to do plus clockwise to show that it is clockwise. We're going to timetable it the same as the Emerald line. However, we're going to take off 2 passenger cars for now. So we're going to run with just a single passenger car, 2 power cars, and the control car, because they all carry passengers as well, don't forget. And this is because, like I said, this is the express train. It only stops 3 times on the way round. It might be as popular, but there's faster trains more frequently. It might not be needed. Like the extra two passenger cars may not be needed. So that's that planned out. Add stops. We're going to go depot, and then we're going to go to this platform here, the express platform, and then we're going to skip all the way around this part here to the first interchange station, and then we're going to skip. Just going to check. It can. Ah, yeah, we got these little bits here. Well, that's not cool. Oh well. Skip all the way down here to this interchange. Stop there. Skip all the way around here to this interchange. Stop there. And then back to hub. Stop there, and then back to depot. So that's that one done. So that's north loop clockwise. This next one is going to be north loop anti-clockwise. I'm going to pause this quickly whilst I do this. So this could be north loop minus clockwise to show that it's anti-clockwise. We're now going to timetable this the same as north loop clockwise. Same size trains and everything. It's going to be a true express service like that. Now we're going to add stops. We're going to stop here. We're then going to skip through and stop here. Skip that stop, first interchange, stop there. Skip that stop, skip that one and that one. Stop here. Interchange number 2. Skip this one, and this one. Come all the way up here for interchange number 3. And then all the way around this part of the loop, back to hub, back to depot. Done. Nice and simple. Now we're going to start time up again. Going to bring round the first train, which is going to be, we're going to go for the clockwise express service. Wherever it is. There it is. Coming out now. Try and grab it. Metro Train 2. Might need to get some more vehicles at this rate, because we're down to 0 available actually, so let's do that now. I'm going to buy some more control cars. We're going to buy 5 more control cars. Does that make a difference? It might do. We need power cars as well though. I don't think we can afford... No, we can't afford 5 of them. In that case, we're just going to have to hope. Hope and pray. Right, point this north again. And sit back and watch this go. Get the cursor out the way. Don't need to speed up time because we're not stopping as much. See, that train's got 30 plus people on it already, and it's only just left the hub, so that's encouraging to see. We'll be overtaking it shortly though when it makes its first stop. We have nobody on board yet, but that's also fine. And if you actually look at the capacity differences, we've got 2 less passenger cars and our capacity is only 26 less. So it shows you don't actually fit that many people on board those passenger cars. So we're not losing out by that much, which I suppose is a good thing. It's not a terrible thing, that's for sure. Right, here comes the first interchange underneath the end of the maroon line. Here it is. We're going to pull in. Anybody waiting? Nope. There's 3 waiting to go in the other direction though, and there's lots of people getting on the slow service. So that's also good to see. I might rename these lines later on down the line. If anyone can think of any shades of green that I can use, preferably ones that aren't fruit. If anyone can think of any though, feel free to let me know. I'll be happy to put them in. without a question of a doubt. Because I'm desperate for names right now. Any shades of colours, blues, reds, oranges, yellows, anything. Feel free to give them to me, so that as we develop the city more and more, we can use them. Right, the metro depot is officially out of vehicles. Which is not good to see at all. Right, we're stopping here. Is that 13 people waiting? That's encouraging to see. And there's the train coming the other direction. Only one person on board it at the moment, with 5 waiting to get on. These interchange stations might not actually be that busy for the all stoppers, but these ones here, like the ones we're about to pass, they're going to be very popular because the only direction you can go in is on the slow train, and obviously either clockwise or anti-clockwise. But then you take the train 2 or 3 stops to the interchange station, hop onto a fast train, and then off you go. And then the slow train goes on to the next stopping station, and then the whole process starts again. So that's a good system. It's a working system. If I could be bothered to do the calculations, I'd make it so that these fast trains and slow trains stop at the interchange station at the same time. But I mean, that's quite a bit of effort. Can't really be bothered to do that. So instead, just have to put up with it as it is. Right, final interchange. Only 4 people waiting here, but then the monorail is probably the reason behind that. That monorail line's getting more popular actually. The orange line. It's quite good to see. Right, this train's going to trundle back to its depot, and then this episode is going to draw